Hello everyone, welcome back to DemonicBishop with part 3 of Vanilla Warband. Hooray! Yes. I'm glad you could all come back here and make it to join me again for the next episode. Episode 3, would you believe it? We're actually making quite fast progress with this, aren't we? And I'm glad to be bringing it to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Sorry about some of the little recording problems I had on the last video. Had a little bit of technical difficulty towards the end there. In fact, the first time I did that video, I actually didn't record it properly either, so I had to remake it. Hopefully it didn't, negatively affect the quality too badly. As always, if you'd like to make any suggestions and improvements, I'd be more than welcome to accept them. Alright, so what were we about to do? Let's get straight back on track with what we were doing. That's the thing, I remember now. We just finished the quest, hadn't we, with that little merchant guy from the tutorial, and we were about to be on our happy little way to find those bandits that have somehow managed to take his brother. And I was about to make a black joke then, considering that there's not that many black people in the game, but I think that's probably a little too close to the cuff, so I'm just going to totally ignore that. Forget I even mentioned that. Okay, so apparently the game hasn't saved my progress, which is a little bit gay, to be honest. I need to collect 5 men. There we go. Yeah, it's basically not really saved the progress, but it's not too bad. It's not really that much more to go. That's probably some of the difficulties I had before I was telling you about. So I'm just going to quickly rectify this. Let's have a quick look at what we had to do. That's what we did before, isn't it? We got LA in to join our company. I normally wouldn't do this because obviously, I like to keep the things that I do on the on these videos, these Let's Plays I do, spur of the moment and not really too pre-planned, but obviously just doing this just to rectify the problem, get us back to where we should have been. There we go. So I gave the 300 dinars away, didn't I? Talked to Hercule. Yes, he's coming with us, and well, actually no, he isn't coming with us. But we're about to look for the bandits, and here's something I actually didn't look at before as well: the ransom broker. You usually find these guys in taverns scattered around Khergit. Which, oh god, just look at his little brutal, evil face poking out that stupid hat. But yeah, anyway, these ransom brokers, usually blonde. Basically, they're very interesting and really useful because if you remember back to the first episode, one of the skills that I picked for Galdenbrow, one of his skills was prisoner management. I think I've got about 2 or 3 skill points in that area, and this basically shows you now why that can be, really pay off and be really useful if you pick that. Because basically, some of those prisoners we took, I can't remember quite exactly what they were. But I think it was the first battle we had, to be honest, as a little fellowship. We took a few prisoners, and now's a chance for me to sell them. There's quite a little, there's a bit of exposition here about all the bad things that surround it. It's quite interesting. Not really going to read it. Probably going to settle more into the role-playing kind of aspect of things a bit further into the gameplay. But alright, let's just quickly get through this. You better bring your purse. I've got prisoners to sell. There we go. So we had 2 looters, didn't we? Which apparently can't have been all that good at looting because they don't even have a full set of clothes. So I don't think they'll be missed by anybody. I think the ransom broker's probably going to be a little bit pissed, to be honest, that I've sold him such mediocre goods. But anyway, back out we go. Out the door of the merchant's tavern and into the unremarkable town of Tulga. Right, so let's have a quick little look at some of the other options we've got here. By the way, like I said on the last episode, I did have a little bit of a sort of idea what I want to accomplish with this playthrough. As always, if you're familiar with my videos, I don't really pre-plan a lot of stuff. I kind of just play it to see what happens, try and make things interesting and exciting rather than trying to really boss the game. And I'm kind of going to apply some of that logic to this playthrough as well. I'm just going to take the road that's there for me, see what happens, and hopefully we'll encounter some fun stuff. In terms of long-term goals, I haven't really fully decided what we're going to be aiming for yet. I think I did mention before the possibility of trying to take over some cities, and that kind of still holds, really. Hold on, I'm just going to quickly have a look at the marketplace, have a look at some of the goods. Try and get myself a little bit more equipped. This is actually something that you can choose to do, just a bit of a passage of time, lets you use some of your tradesman abilities, which I've probably got quite a lot of, seeing as my little grandpappy was a merchant, so I've probably picked up a thing or 2. And here we go. This just basically shows me that I'm the party member with the highest trade skill. So there we go. So my trade skill was probably improved by some of the tutelage I got from my parents. So that's quite good. That's one of the little things. You pick things in your backstory, and it sort of subtly changes things for you at the start of your game, and things like that can really make quite a big impact into the into your gameplay experience the further you go through. So that's pretty cool. So we've got various different goods here. They all have different items in every single different city and town in the game, and that always fluctuates depending on supply and demand and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, like I was saying before, a lot of complex processes at work within this game makes it very enriching and very deep gameplay experience. I didn't actually get a chance to sell any of my shit before I got from those. Oh shit, I don't really want to get rid of that. That's quite useful. Didn't really get to get rid of many of my spores of war. I don't really need any of those. They're pretty much all a bit rubbish compared to what I've already got. So that's a little bit of money made back out of the stupid performance that I did before with this wasting all my money betting. Let that be a lesson to you kids. Betting doesn't pay. The only people who win are the gambling people who set it up. Anyway, let's have a quick look actually at the arms merchant, see if he's got anything interesting for us to buy. What's my current weapon? Right, I've got a rusty sword at the moment, so pretty bog standard crappy tosh really. It's got a weapon reach of 95, speed of 99, and swing and thrust aren't really too great to be honest, 24 and 19 respectively. So let's see if there's anything a little more better that I can use. Right, so we've got one-handed war axe, heavy two-handed axe. I'm going to go for sword and shield sort of combo, I think, if I can afford it, because shields are always quite useful. Right, so I don't really have that much money to spare there, that's the only problem. I'm going to go for something cheap and cheerful, I think, for now. So we're going to go for a crack round shield. Right, so rusty falchions are what I've already sold. Let's go with, that rusty iron mace. Oh, it's too expensive, what a shame, and it's two-handed as well. Not to worry. Balanced Sarony cavalry sword. Well, oh no, it's 2000. Lots of tough decisions to make. One of the reasons I like RPGs as an art form. Short bow. Oh, don't tell me there's nothing good I can get. That's throwing knives. That's no good. Chip Morningstar could be one. Oh, I still don't really have the money. Right then, this could prove a bit of a problem. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to just pick this crappy heavy hammer just because it's the only. In fact, no, screw it. Just got what I've already got. Just use that. I actually lost money somehow. Oh, right, that's for the shield, wasn't it? Cool. Alright, so we'll leave Tulga. I'm going to equip myself with my shield. Let's quickly go on my inventory, put that on there. And I also seem to have managed to totally forget what I was talking about before. But I'm sure we'll come back to that at a later date. Anyway, let's continue with this quest that we were doing. So my main sort of quest at the moment is to try and scout out where those bloody bandits are that seem to have captured my little mustachioed friend's people. Right, there's a band of robbers over there, which I can just notice out the corner of my eye. I don't know if you can see them there. They seem to be going in this direction, so I think it's probably going to be quite advisable to follow them and see if they make any tracks that lead towards the hideout, because you get this like a few times. Sometimes there'll be locations on the map which are hidden from you at first, and you can kind of follow enemies and see where they're going. Don't forget my other quest was to find some more bandits, I think, that have stolen one of the relatives of the guildmaster in the town of Tulga. So it could be quite useful for us to finish that quest and get a little more standing with him as well, because those guys are always useful. They have a lot of information, and basically at this point as well, I think any kind of good jobs that we can do for people, it's going to be really good. I haven't really determined if we're going to be good or bad yet. Probably going to be somewhere in the middle. But either way, I think at this point, just trying to get a few things done, get a few last bit of money saved up is going to be good for us. So right, this robber's angry and he means business, and just look at that beard. He's ready for a fight. But look at us, we're even better, even despite the hat. So we've got 7 troops in our party fit for battle against their 4. And it's night time as well. Oh look, here we go. We're all lined up. We're all ready for combat. Now we just need to find where they are. I don't know if you quickly noticed there in the bottom left, there was a little counter there for battle advantage. I'm still yet to fully understand exactly quite what that entails to its fullest extent, but from what my understanding is of it at the moment, it basically means that luck and various other sort of variables are changed in each battle for good or ill, depending on how good you are. Ooh, nice little slam there. Another one there. Slowed down a bit though. Kind of got stuck into some of them. Let's see what my guy's doing. Not a lot really. They're not being too helpful. But also one of the skills I picked at the start was tactics as well. I'm a fairly good tactician, you know, to say I've only just started. Got 2 in tactics, and that's basically what's improved my battle advantage. So in other words, yeah, it changes various factors, you know, like the altitude that you're on, that you start at. I mean, if you're higher up over enemies, you've got the advantage over them because you've got a bit more, you know, leverage. And there we go, that was pretty easy. That guy, the evil robber's all dead and slain there, and he's got an arrow in his chest just like Boromir. So it looks like my guys are pretty happy with themselves there. We've, you know, we're still quite new to this, still quite green. We've got a few victories under our belt though. Only small ones so far, but that's good enough for me. And look, no casualties, even better. So we killed one of the looters, wounded 2. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Well, we'll have to find out in the sexy whether we've captured any. Because extra prisoners are always good as well. Hey, spare me, spare my life, let me go, blah-de-da-de-da. Right, we're going to spare his life, apparently. Oh, so this must, yeah, these must be the robbers for the quest then. So, we spared his life, he's told us where the hostages are held, and all is good with the world. They're in a hideout near Dusterville, apparently, so that's our next... Oh, yes, we've definitely captured 2 more loot as well. Ah, luck is definitely on our side today. Pick up all the shit, same as usual. And off we go, on our merry way. 17 experience, 32 experience shared, and let's quickly zoom out. There's a little purple settlement here. Oh no, that's sorry, that's part of the. Oh no, that's part of our area. Never mind. I keep forgetting the purple of Khergit. So yeah, so we're in Khergit territory still. We still need to find where exactly there his brother's being held though. So we don't really quite know. Let's have a look here. There's some looters there. Group of 13 looters there. That's where I am. So we're just going to follow those, I think, then. Probably not going to try and engage into an attack with them, though, because we will be outnumbered, so it's going to be a tough fight. And don't forget, if I make a balls off of it, I can't go back. Should we go for it? We've got 9 of us. Let's have a quick look. See if I can upgrade some of these people. I don't think we've got enough... Oh, yes, we've got 3 Khergit tribesmen, which I can now upgrade to Khergit skirmishers because they've got enough experience. So, going to have to spend a little denars to upgrade them and give them a little slightly higher wage for the time being, but you know, I think that's going to be worth it. Hopefully that just gives us the little push we need to be able to see off these attackers. Oh god, just look at that crazy face, just look at the awful kind of, I mean, oh god, it's got like an orange neck and pink body. Oh god, it looks like a lobster that's just not been cooked properly. Right, so okay, so we've got 7 of our troops against their 13, so it's going to be a real struggle here. Hopefully my tactical skill... Well, renown battle is renown value for this battle is 1. So if we win, I'm going to get 1 renown, so nothing special, and battle advantage remains unchanged. So it's going to be pretty even, hopefully. Going to use some of my little tactics orders to move here. Going to change. Oh no, here we go. I can't really remember how to do this. Right, archers, movement. Hold this position here. So I've just used some of the F1 buttons to make sure any archers that I've got will stay there and kind of stay out of the main bulk of the fighting, so hopefully that will keep them... Oh, that was very nasty. Yeah, these looters, they're big in number, but they don't really look very well finessed, so hopefully, if you look at the bottom left there, the blue or sort of turquoise denotes good things for us. Red ones means that people in our party have been wounded or died, so that's not good, but we haven't had any of that yet. Look, the looters are just falling like weeds to the scythe, so that's really good for us. We do have a bit of an advantage. I think we're a little more well equipped. Oh dear, that's another one killed by me. Hooray! If you have, you know, sharp weapons, piercing weapons, then that generally kills your opponents. Whereas if you have blunt ones, that's basically more likely to knock them out and let you be able to capture them. So I don't know. That might be quite a good option for us in the future, especially if I need more money, which at the moment it looks like I will do. Okay, so we're doing pretty well. Their advantage in numbers isn't... Oh no, we're losing a little bit of people. That's not good, but we seem to be doing alright at the moment. My people are inexperienced, and the game is lagging a little bit, but we seem to be doing okay. Right, so one of my skirmishes has been knocked unconscious. So it looks like just 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 for now. Shouldn't be too much problem. I've still got quite a bit of health. Right, okay, so things aren't too bad, but I think I'm going to have to play a little bit carefully, because it's 2-on-1 now. It's all about timing as well. I haven't really explained in detail the combat system for this game too much just yet, but you may have noticed already, a lot of the main skill and kind of challenge from fighting comes from timing and direction of attacks. It's not so much, you know, a slash click fest where you just have to try and slash wildly like you would do in a sort of typical dungeon crawler. It's a lot more tactical than that. There we go. Similar to Chivalry, like I may have mentioned before. Chivalry's combat is a little more advanced, I will say that. It's a little smoother. But in terms of just the general scope of this game, it doesn't really compete with, Chivalry doesn't really compete with this whatsoever. That's why it's really good. And I've killed one, so it's just 1-1 now. I'm just gonna get off my horse again because it gives me a little more control, a bit more accuracy. Slow down, press F to dismount. Quickly double check, see what it's doing. I've also got a shield now as well. So, ooh, how is he even still alive with that massive spear? And it's just, I don't know. Oh, it's the power of the Tash. It's coming back. Oh no, right there you go. Oh, this is tense. Yes, blood everywhere. Ha ha ha. Goodbye. And we seem to have won, although the bad thing is, it seems like most of my party has just totally been massacred. As you can see in the blood red sky there, the sunset of dawn. Battle 1. Oh dear, that probably wasn't good. Right, so, one of my skirmishers has been killed, 2 are wounded. Elaine. Oh, I forgot Elaine was even in the battle. Well, he didn't seem to have done that much good, did he really? He seemed like he was out of it pretty quickly, but you never know, he might improve with time. We just have to hope for the best, give him some of our best experience and teachings, and he might just make us proud yet. Okay, so we've captured another 5 looters, that's awesome. So we've got 7 altogether now. So even though we might have lost some men, and we're very sorry for their loss, we're going to give them a proper burial as soon as the check clears. But for now, we've got 7 looters, so in money terms, we've only got 57 denars at the moment, so once we sell those, we should have a little bit more money as well, so we'll be able to afford wages, afford food and water for our troops, and all will hopefully be well. And we've also got millions of crappy more spoils of war as well, so just going to try and carry as many of these as I can, fit in my pack, and we'll have a little bit more money as well. So, yeah, you may have noticed the progress is quite slow in this game. Going to get rid of some of these stones that are basically worth nothing to get something a little more worthwhile, bringing back to the city. So we can sell them. Those woolen caps aren't that good either, so I'll pop one of those away. We'll have a little bit of money, so we'll have a little more stuff to play around with and hopefully improve a bit. So we've got a little more experience. We're still not really any closer to finding any of those bandit camps, so are we? Let's have a quick look. So we've got attack the bandit lair. Alright, so it seems like we may have actually completed the tutorial quest, because... oh no, never mind. Find the bandit lair near Dusteril and free the brother of the merchant of Tulga Merchant. So, apparently it seems like the quest that we accepted before from the guildmaster in Tulga hasn't really clarified with the game either. But that's not to worry, that's probably my own fault. I probably didn't save it properly. But then again, I was having those technical issues I talked about earlier anyway, so not to worry. Did we complete this one? No, we still have to complete this quest, so... still, I don't really know where to start looking, to be honest, because we have found some troops, and generally they tend to lead you to the location of it quite quickly, although sometimes, as is the case here, they can be very well hidden as well. So, I'm going to quickly go to Icamore. Wait, stop, press the space button to pause this. Wow, there's a lot of things going on here, so let's have a quick look here. There's 10 step bandits patrolling there on horseback, another 8 there. 10 village farmers, more bandits, even more bandits, and even more bandits. And some of these are actually on my tail as well. So I think it's... oh god, oh no! Oh, Jesus Christ, right. So we've only got 11 people in the party at the moment, and chances are a lot of them are still wounded as well. They haven't really had much chance to recuperate and recover from that last epic battle that we just had. So I think it's just as well that we managed to reach here in time, get a bit of R&R in the tavern. Possibly try and get a few more quests and sell those looters, and we should have a lot more money to try and carry on, because facing those people would have probably been certain embarrassment then, so it's quite good. We're in another unremarkable city. Let's have a quick visit, pop into the tavern again. So obviously the merchant's not going to be here because he's probably still situated in Tulga. Although most of the other NPCs, especially the important ones, like a lot of the counts and things, a lot of the vassals that are employed by the rulers of each of the different kingdoms, they will basically move of their own free will, like I may have mentioned before in the first episode. But it's quite cool actually, because you can travel distant ends of the world, have a look round, and you might bump into familiar faces in different taverns and things. It's really quite cool to see what they're up to. Gives it a really, really good feel of a living, breathing world. It's a high blade here as well. Now, they're not really too useful at the moment because they're extremely expensive. Just have a quick talk to them, but There we go. So you can have 5 amazingly experienced hire blades for 940 denars. So I'm thinking, depending on how many more recruits we can get from different cities later on, if we can't really reach as many as we need, it might be worth hiring out some of those because they are very good. But sorry, we don't really can't really afford to hire any more men right now, so we're just going to leave into it for now. So we've got Firentis here. Now, wow, this is quite good. There's a lot more named NPCs than I've ever really seen this early on in the game before, so that's quite good. There's also a wandering minstrel there with an absolutely amazing Victorian tash. So let's have a quick chat to some of these people. There's a traveller here. Greetings, friend. You look like the kind of man who'd do well to know me. Oh, right, okay, so you can tell me some information. You can tell us where companions are, which, I mean, that's not really too useful because we don't really have any yet. We've not really met anyone or made a mark in the world yet. But there are apparently opportunities. Okay, so Khergit is divided into rival kingdoms that will pay good money for mercenaries if they're engaged in war. So I think, like we talked about, that's the thing I was going to come back to earlier that I totally forgot about. Yeah, I think it's because it's early days yet. I haven't really decided on a sort of mid or short-term goal really at the moment to sort of be working towards. Although for a game as open, but as open-ended as this, that's sort of what you want really to keep some of the motivation there and give you a bit of a sense of direction. So I think best for now, probably just best to keep doing some of the small quests. Try and get a little bit more of an army behind us, and then once we've done that, we can start trying a bit more of the other main quests, exploring a bit more openly, going a bit more off the rails and kind of just doing things on the spur of a moment, because we'll have a bit more backing and a bit more kind of stuff behind us to be able to let us do that, and I think all will be good after that. So. Okay, kingdoms will pay good money, blah de da de da. So yeah, if you're prepared to read all that, that basically explains what I was going to be talking about, but in much more concisely than I was probably going to manage. So there's claim holders in the world as well. Some of the NPCs that you meet think they have certain claims to the major kingdoms of the realm, and you can help or hinder them depending on what you want to do. I'm going to go into that a little bit more in a different episode because it's a bit too sort of in depth. Already, and we've had quite a long episode already, so we're just going to talk to Firentis. I am lost. Oh god, I've seen this guy before. Oh my god, he's the most annoying guy ever. He's gloomy, he's weird, he's committed the greatest of sins. He was a captain of a horse in the service of a lord here in Ikemore, and oh no, somebody was in love with his woman. You killed my woman with your mighty sword, if you get what that means. He apparently he duelled somebody and killed them because they were fornicating and philandering with his wife. Oh no, so he's been a bit of an outcast. He's probably been exiled, all sorts of bad things. Apparently I've been sent to him by divine providence, yet this guy truly is crazy. He's good in the arts of war. What the hell? Let's have a quick look. Okay, so he's joined our party and we didn't even have to pay him, so crazy as he might be, he might prove to be useful. And there's also a little man with a really eccentric ponytail called Baheshtir as well. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's join him for a drink. He is Baheshtir, son of Bazebi, grandson of Badzan. Were I not a barbarian, I would likely know him from his lineage that he is Rohan Horse Khergit of the Highlands, of the tribe of Shamir, the clan of Dulam, of the family of Ubain, and all sorts of random, probably made up stuff. Oh god, wall of text. So he basically sounds as though, from a quick rough skim there, that he's fallen from grace, probably quite high up in the Khergit lands, that we're quite unfamiliar with, because I'm thinking for the backstory for Brow, he's probably from a different continent of the world that Khergit inhabits. Can't quite remember the name of it at the moment. So if we've travelled from distant shores, then we're, like we really are at the moment, quite unfamiliar with the sort of customs and the kingdoms and the landscape of Khergit. So this guy seems like he knows a lot more about the sort of area, so it sounds like it's going to be good to have him on our team as well. He also seems like quite a powerful warrior as well, so we might be able to offer him a place in our company. Ooh, I've got some salt, which is what he really wants for some reason. Apparently, it's the custom of the Khergits to take salt from our captains, so I am now going to be his captain, which is a pretty good thought, to be honest. So this is the thing, you kind of, although it doesn't really explicitly tell you any of this stuff in the actual game, from the way that you play, it's really, really weird. It's hard to describe how this game does this, but it's one of the things that makes it really good. You kind of get a sense, a real kind of realistic, kind of tangible sense of how, you know, you as a person and as a player are progressing while you're playing. Because, you know, although a lot of it's only numbers and things, you really do feel that you're making real, you know, really good progress, and you can kind of feel the power coming into your command. You can, you know, you can feel your character, you know, just getting a lot stronger and being able to deal with his difficulties a lot better, and you know, really make a really powerful name for yourself and become a really well-respected ruler, slowly but surely, just like in real life, over the lands of Khergit. And that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to demonstrating for you in this Let's Play. You know, it's going to be a lot of episodes in the making, but I hope you stick with me and enjoy it, because it's going to be really good. So let's give him his salt. Sorry about that quite deep and quite, you know, stirring kind of speech I made there. It was a bit unexpected, but it kind of sums up one of the things I really like about the game, really. So I thought that'd be quite interesting to share with you. Seal off his agreement. Oh no, we've got to get 400 dinars off us. Oh god, no! After all that, I can't afford it anyway. Oh dear. Well, and there's not even any ransom brokers here as well that I can make a little quick buck off either, so that's a bit of a shame. So then have a quick talk to the wandering minstrel. Greetings to you, noble sir. He apparently composes and writes songs. Alright, so that's just one of those guys that we can talk to. He offers music and bards and, you know, poems and things that we can learn for sort of romance purposes, but we're not really too interested in that at the moment either, so just going to leave that. Right, we sort of mainly only came here really to avoid those bandits, so let's see if they're gone now. Nope, they're still here, hot on our tail. That's not good at all. So I think it's probably about time to go to the tavern and rest a while to see if we can avoid them for a little while. Can't quite remember how you do this, to be honest. It's not like resting in Elder Scrolls Oblivion or Skyrim. Just gonna have to talk to him. Her, sorry. Oh god, I don't know, they all look the same. She looks quite manly as it is. Let's just quickly see if she's got any jobs for us to do in the future for the next episode. Sanjar Khan, the ruler of the Khergits, is often looking for mercenaries to fight in his wars. And apparently Tanju Noyan over in Tulga. Ah, if you remember from episode 1, that's the guy that I sort of briefly encountered quite a way away, just sailing past me with his horse and his army. Apparently he's been worried about bandits establishing hideouts in his area, so if we're looking for allies, we're looking for a way to sort of get on the first rung of the Lords and Ladies ladder. Maybe that might be quite a good lead to follow up, so we're going to speak to him. Some other people need work as well, and you know, if you go to the, she just mentioned there, if you go to little villages and castles and things, the rulers and people, guildmasters of those sort of areas all usually have their own problems for you to solve as well, so quite good. So at least, if nothing else, we've got a little more information about how to progress further in the next episode, so that's good. So here we go, wait for some time, we're going to spend a little bit of money at the end, wait for all these little bastards to leave us, and there we go. I think now's probably quite a good right time to, oh, apparently a declaration of war is being declared. The Kingdom of Noobs are now against the Kingdom of Swadia. Right, so that's going to be quite interesting because the Swadians and Noobs are right next to each other. I've just paid for accommodation, 2 dinars, and we're going to leave all that for the next episode. We're going to see how the war plays out between the Noobs and Swadia. Going to see if any more progress is taking place between the Khergits and the Saranids, because there's apparently war involved in that. We've not really seen much evidence of it yet, because we're kind of in the centre of the Khergit Heartlands at the moment, but we'll see how that all pans out in the next episode. Okay, there's lots of things happening around here as well. Hope you join me for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and for now we're just going to leave it there, and there's loads of battles and things going off, so there we go. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.